Hello lovelies, doesn't it kind of feel like spring, at least for a second? Spring is here and with it a ton of new trends to try, but not all of them are worth your time. In fact, some of the biggest trends for spring 2025 are some that you'll regret wearing by summer. Getting burned by fashion trends is something that every woman has experienced at least once. Before you fill your cart with the wrong pieces, let's go over 7 spring trends to skip, and more importantly, what to wear instead to stay stylish and effortlessly chic this season. And don't forget to stay to the end where I'm going to be sharing the one piece that I've been wearing every spring for the last 10 years and one that's never going to let you down. First trend that I'm skipping is the medicine bag. That is so trendy right now, but it's just not functional, and let me tell you why. Even though it is roomy and has such an elegant shape and almost like vintage inspired, like the Mad Men era, so fantastic. Because it only has that very limited top handle, it's not easy to carry whatsoever. I have a Gucci Boston that has a lot of the same characteristics, and I struggle to wear this bag. The only way that I can really wear it comfortable when it is full is if I put it on top of my carry-on, and then my carry-on actually helps me carry it because it sits on top and I roll everything together. But I'm not able to really carry it even halfway full just with my bare hands alone. Even if they do come with a crossbody strap, which is a complete what if, even if you do drape it across, the back is so heavy that it's gonna really feel very clunky when you walk. Not to mention it's not gonna be like amazing for your spine whatsoever. Instead, if you want that beautiful structured kind of vintage vibe bag that is still very roomy, I would recommend a belted bag or like a fold over bag that gives you that polished feel but is more functional. I just got this bag that I've been eyeing for a long time, and I got it in red because I don't have a lot of red bags, just to give it a pop of color. Also, this color is really trendy for spring 2025, and it does have that top fold over like this. Looks very ladylike and kind of gives that briefcase feel that I think the medicine bag is trying to give. And on my list is the Coach Empire carryall that has just such a beautiful shape, kind of like the medicine line, but it has such a big loop for a top handle that you can actually choose to wear it over your shoulder if you want to, and it's not so big that you can overstuff it and then kind of be in a bind. So these are bags that I can see myself wearing for years to come and will instantly add polish and structure to any outfit. The second trend that I'm skipping are cargo pants. I think that cargo pants always persist. Every spring, summer, there's an iteration of them, and then some of them are like more like a satiny type of loungy pant, and then sometimes they have like more of like the heavy duty, tons of pockets and that kind of thing. It just doesn't go with my style. It's not that they're too casual, because I love a casual style, and I also don't love the idea of pockets everywhere because they just add like bulk, and then I start to get a little bit hot. Does anybody else have this problem where like the cargo pants make them a little bit hot? Instead, the way to go is a comfortable, loose pair of trousers that just goes with everything, feels good, and polishes everything up, and just kind of emulate that Sophia Richie sophistication. And these that I'm showing you here have a matching blazer that is equally soft and very spring summer. I have been wearing this set with a turtleneck underneath, but now that it's spring, I'm wearing it with a striped tank top under that feels so comfortable. The best part is that they're very easy to dress up. Like if you lose the top and button the blazer, then you have kind of like a sexy date night look. If you add some strappy sandals and more accessories, it's just a really great, easy set. If you watch my channel, you know that I love sets. This one is by Elan. Third trend that I'm skipping is the bubble hemline. This is a hemline that has been in and out of my closet now for maybe like 15, 20 years. And it is cute. And the older I get, I also feel like I reach for it less. Not only does it feel very 80s, but it just doesn't align with the silhouette that I'm trying to create. Instead, I love a form-fitting dress, especially a maxi dress. The one that I'm wearing now is amazing. They also have one in black with kind of the inverse trim here. And it's one of these really easy dresses that's so comfortable. It's flattering. It really holds you in. It's got a back slit so you can walk. With these long knit dresses, they don't have a slit, so then you can find that you have to take these like little baby steps everywhere, and that's just not a good look. I've been loving this dress. I usually love to belt everything, not with this one. It has a really great cut that it just cinches me at the waist. I usually like to wear cut off pantyhose underneath just to cinch me in. You can also opt for Spanx if you want something more official. This one is also by Elan. And speaking of spring and spring break, look at this beautiful crochet jumpsuit that is just a one piece. You just slip it on over. It's got crochet detail that is so relevant for spring, summer, anytime, but especially spring, summer 2025 with the underlying boho chic aesthetic. lingering. I love that the crochet is subtle, so it adds beautiful texture to the outfit. Anytime you can add texture variances to your look, it really helps elevate it. I love the way this looks. It's so easy to wear. I think they also have a white one as well. For example, if you're going on vacation right now, it's a great piece to take and kind of have like a beach to dinner look. Just slip it on over, or just, you know, when you need to, sometimes you're at the pool all day, you need to like pop something on to go get lunch. And these pieces that I showed you, the black suit set, this dress, and the crochet piece are by today's sponsor, Elan, which I am so excited to work with. Elan is sold at amazing stores like Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom, and you can shop their site as well and get 20% off your first purchase. And they're the go-to brand for when you have somewhere to go. That's their tagline, which I love that. They have a very curated offering that is very chic and have really cute stuff for occasion dressing, like après sweaters for skiing, easy, effortless maxi dresses now for spring. So if you haven't heard of them, I'm very excited to share this brand with you because I think you'll really love them, especially as we head to spring, summer, and they have such effortless pieces that are comfortable and won't break the bank. Fourth trend that I'm skipping is plaid. We covered plaid in a couple of earlier videos on Shop Your Closet for spring trends. Plaid is huge. Everybody from Anthropologie to Burberry to Miu Miu has plaid pieces available for us this spring and summer. However, I can't help but not be super excited to wear plaid. It's such a traditional, classic fall and type of holiday type of vibe. I even struggle wearing it after Christmas, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like I'm just kind of like done. You get so much plaid. Instead, however, are polka dots. Polka dots are a print that if it's available in polka dots, I usually have a hard time resisting it. I have a beautiful blazer by Zazan. It's actually, I think, part of their archive sale right now. It's the Christie jacket that is a double-breasted, almost like an 80s coated piece that works with so many different things. I have quite a few polka dot dresses and tops, and so it's just a really fun print, and it's also a great print to start mixing with other prints. Well, if you're ready to go to that advanced level of styling and you want to kind of dip your toe in print mixing, polka dots is a low-hanging fruit when it comes to mixing stripes, florals, jacquard, herringbone, many different fun prints that are so much more relevant than like tartan right now. Fifth spring trend that I'm skipping is that cord necklace that has that really chunky, kind of heavy metallic pendant at the end that we kind of saw in the 2000s. I really love the Western aesthetic. As you may know, I have a whole video dedicated on how to style Western boots in 2025 specifically. So I feel like it complements that trend really well. However, I feel like a leather cord around my neck just doesn't feel very polished or elegant. Not to mention that pendant always frightens me because I feel like it's gonna knock my tooth out. Seriously, and I will do it. So the last thing I want to do is knock my teeth out. Instead, chunky chains, Cubans, kind of these layered necklaces like the Lorette here with my tennis chokers. Easy, very wearable. I also like to wear jewelry that I forget that I'm wearing. I'm constantly wearing like big chunky necklaces or like rattling chains. I tend to take them off really quickly. Like I'll just like go out in them and then I come home and I just take everything off. So I feel like that's not a great way to get your return on investment on your jewelry pieces. It's better to get pieces that really work with you. These I forget I'm wearing, so I love those pieces that kind of become part of your body that you end up wearing a lot. The sixth trend that I'm skipping is the striped rugby shirt. And I feel so bulky in it and just kind of like masculine, almost like I'm stealing my husband's clothes, which is fine. Like I've done that before, and I think there's a time and place for that vibe. It's just not my everyday style. And when I see pictures of people wearing them with jeans and like, you know, the striped oversized rugby top, and it's very crisp and traditional American, I like the way it looks, but I don't like it on me and I don't feel that comfortable in it. So instead of that, I'm opting for the flowy white borderline boho chic blouse that goes with so many things in my closet. In a world where there's so much athleisure and the, you know, the athletic sets and the jogger sets, I feel like I don't need to add one more piece that kind of is in that bucket and have something that's a little bit more dressy to wear with pencil skirts, jeans, trousers, and have it look very elegant. I have showed this top before. It's by Zara. It's a bestseller. It's beautiful. I wear it all of the time, even though the weather hasn't been as beautiful as it is today, for example, where I can actually wear a sleeveless one. And I love these pieces. They're very layerable because they look not only phenomenal alone, but once the weather calls for more layering, they just look very effortlessly chic. The seventh thing I'm skipping, which don't think you can disagree with me on, I'd love to hear your comments below if anybody has these, are the Furry ballet slippers. I think with this shoe, it just feels like it gets sturdy so fast. And I have, for example, like a couple of fabric shearling type of bags that I struggle keeping clean. I cannot, and these are bags that I wear like occasionally. I can't even imagine wearing a shoe that has that texture. Like, how do you keep it clean? I struggle with leather shoes. So like to have a shoe kind of picking up particles and dirt and just conceptually, I can understand why fashion girlies might be into this. It's because having one more place to add texture in is like sexy, but to me, it's not that texture and it's not in your shoes. Instead, a couple of shoes that I'm really excited about. Number one, big wedges that are Chloe inspired. I shared these in my spring trends video, and as I was doing my research, I started falling more and more in love with it. And then there are other brands that have the same exact silhouette for a lot less in equally beautiful quality. And so that's when you just have to be a little smart with your money. Instead of buying the $1,100 pair of shoes, buying the $200 pairs, and then putting that $800 in savings, whatever that could be right now. I don't know, Bitcoin, is that crypto? Who knows? I don't know what people are investing in nowadays. Everything is a little bit upside down. But go in or put it under the mattress. Maybe that's a better choice. The other shoes that are kind of toying with me as well are the boat shoes. And these are some that I have kind of criticized before. Sometimes when I criticize things is when I do them really hard. So I have to be careful with what I criticize. I hate Paris. I will end up doing Paris. Like it's something about the minute I criticize something. So this whole video is like null and void, I guess. But with the boat shoes, I was like, these are a little bit like New England Old Money Dad. They're not for me. And then I went to go get my nails done with my bestie here. He was wearing Miu Miu boat shoes. And I about keeled over and like ordered them. Like fell and ordered them. I did not. I practiced what I preach, but that was hard. And these are two shoes that I think have more longevity than the Furry ballet slippers. Boat shoes in the summer, they're gonna probably serve you. They don't have to be Miu Miu. They can be L. Bean, J. Crew, Sperry, and Real Boat Shoe Company. And you can be very functional and happy with those. Now, as promised, the piece that I have worn every single spring for the last 10 years is a Mariniere. And in particular, this one for the last 2 years by Zazan, which is the colette top. It is a workhorse. The quality will last forever. It's such a beautiful piece that has the bracelet sleeve, so it's not all the way down, it's not all the way up. It just is right underneath, like kind of midway half your forearm here. And it looks so elegant. I always feel like a little bit like Audrey Hepburn vibes every time that I wear it. And it's actually pretty affordable, especially for the quality and the Parisian, glamour of the brand. So if you're looking for that perfect Mariniere, this one is amazing. They have them in so many different colorways as well. I got like the burgundy ecru and navy palette. That just felt very French to me. Just for fun, if you want to dig more into your personal style, make sure to take my free quiz. It'll give you not only what your style preference is, given your answers, but also custom results, given your outcome. Now with these beautiful sunny days, it kind of makes you feel like relaxing sometimes. So if you're having a lazy day but still want to look expensive, make sure to check out this video. See you there. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.